to go live. I was prepping for the virtual event coming up, Expand Your Reach, live, starting August 20th through the 22nd. And I was just so like in the zone prepping for everything to do with this event. And I apologize, I'm late. So, hi. I did not promote this, schedule it, any of it. But if you kind of want to see what I'm doing, I didn't even get all the things set up or turned on yet because I wasn't using it. So I've got all of these monitors, and I don't remember the last time I kind of showed you the setup. All the screens are blank right now. Hey, Sammy. But essentially I have everything routed, and I don't think I've shown it to you. You can see I've undone some of the cable management that I did. But it is looking a bazillion times better than it was before. So let me just kind of flip you around. I'm glad you're late. I just sat down for a break. Good, Shark, good. I'm glad that worked out timing wise for you. I didn't have any makeup on. I was just like, Callie was like, are we going live today? So I will kind of show you what I'm building out here. So I love to help you keep video simple. One of my favorite things to do, actually. It's why I build my courses the way I do. But I also, after 20 years of doing video, like I personally like a little of extra space in my video studio, especially for a virtual event, right? And so I'm going to kind of show you what I've done, where all the cameras are, et cetera, et cetera. And again, I didn't turn any of this on before hitting record or live. I feel like a noob. I only use 2 monitors. Honestly, Shark, that is all you need. If you have a single monitor, it's all you need. It's very helpful to have 2, kind of my secret weapon for doing video easier, because then you can you don't have to multitask on the same screen, which can get very overwhelming very fast. But I love a 2 monitor setup. In fact, I have a 2 monitor setup right here. Let me show you. Again, not all my lights or computers are on at the moment. Some beef jerky I was snacking on yesterday. Not an ad. But this is a setup that is very simple with lots and lots of papers around, so I do apologize. But this Mac, so it's just a Mac Mini, is running this camera, monitor, and teleprompter. And that is an extremely simple setup. It may not look extremely simple because I have additional things going on as well. But that's all you really need, right? 2 monitors or more is always the best. Yeah. So 2 monitor is good. When you get to 6, like I have over here, it can actually be much more complicated, much more room for tech failure. Like literally, the other day I was doing a live training, and and Callie and I were on Zoom, and with a whole bunch of attendees. They were super excited to join Expand Your Reach coming up the 20th, 22nd. This is what I'm preparing for. They were super excited to join, and we were saying bye. And you know me, I like to dance it out. And I had done something, I did something to the configuration of the monitors before I started, and I kept losing my mouse. Because with that many monitors, you can lose your mouse. But I had configured it in a way that kind of made it really awkward, and so I had to fix that configuration. But I kept losing my mouse, and when it was time to end the live training, we were dancing it out, and Callie was like, I wonder when she's gonna end it. And I was expecting Callie to end it, but she didn't have permissions to do so, which was my fault. But I couldn't find my mouse to end the Zoom call. So I should have had a Stream Deck button for that. I'm programming that just as a fail-safe. But it really can be more difficult. So that's why I don't I can help you do that. yes, it's one of the things that we offer in our services, our done for you services and our custom support. But majority of entrepreneurs need to keep it simple, like what I was showing with this. Very simple setup, right? And all you need is kind of like a simple setup like that, right? With just a laptop and a monitor is all you really need. You don't even need the plant, but it's a money plant. It's pretty. It actually has been growing. It started out like right here and it's just been growing, growing, growing. It gets a lot of sun in here, which is really nice. The endless Zoom call, yes. I mean, I will say, you know, even with the like mouse failures and stuff, that training converted at, I think that was the 44%. The webinar that converted at 44% to cold traffic. So I'm not complaining, but I know how to move through tech issues and keep it interesting because 20 years of experience. And so like, but most people, that would freak them out. They would go crazy, right? So anyway, first of all, are you registered for Expand Your Reach? If you're not, it's only $97, but this is the 3-day event that you are going to learn how to do video the right way. And I don't mean that like you have to do it my way. Like the right way means your personality integrated into it, that it feels good to you. So we're going to be covering video content and really understanding how to use video, not to just throw videos out there, right? That's what everybody else does. Just throw this video out there, throw that video out there. Hope the algorithm does something with it. But when you actually use it strategically, you can get so much better results. And that is what we're going to be covering there. So how do you do it easily without becoming a YouTuber and spending all your time doing video content? And also how do you get it to convert? And so that is a really strategic way of using YouTube and video content in general to drive traffic into your existing funnels, right? So calendar blocked off to whoop whoop. John got his VIP ticket. Nice. I love it. John is, looking forward to coming. So anyway, let's keep going with behind the scenes. We're also going to be not just talking about that, we're going to be talking about video presence. When you stand in front of the camera looking at a piece of metal, how do you actually do that in a way that feels like you and that is effective communication as well? That's a big part of it. Those lights are not supposed to be on. Those are the ugly lights. But anyway, and then also how do you actually convert through video and do the things that I've learned over 20 years. So that's what we're covering. I would love to see you there. 3 days, August 20th to 22nd, only $97. This is a commitment to you, commitment to not even just yourself or me, but to your audience, to the people that you haven't reached yet, to the people that you can impact and make a difference in their lives. That is the commitment that you're making by showing up at Expand Your Reach. All right, so let's keep going with this behind the scenes. So what I've done is, so we have this setup. This is my kind of simple setup, and this is the background for that. Not this. This is my mobile setup. So that's still in being built out. But we have the background here for this set. So I stand here and it goes straight back. And then this is actually, it works all by itself, but this camera is also split to come into the Rodecaster video, I believe. I've got the Rodecaster video that's housing a behind the scenes camera. You can see we have behind the scenes camera up there, and I have a behind the scenes camera here. And then I also have a ObsBot AI that can track me as I go around demoing things as well. So this camera works on its own. It's its own set. But then it also comes into the Rodecaster Pro, I'm sorry, the Rodecaster Video to be a second camera here. And then I have, so I showed you those cameras. I don't remember which cameras are on which device yet because I literally just finished setting this up. But this is also a separate computer and monitor. So I'm using, and this is actually something I'd seen. Michael Hyatt was looking for a monitor, and I had seen the recommendation for this one. It's dusty. I'm going to have to dust that off. Hey, look, they provided a little cleaning cloth I can use. So the Michael Hyatt was looking for one, and I had seen this recommended, and I had sent it to him, but he had already ordered the same one, which is interesting. So I've been testing this out. It's actually really nice as a second monitor that isn't as huge as these others, right? Because this is my second computer that is coming in as a screen share into the main system, and that is controlled all by itself. But then we have this computer is running the ATEM Mini. I get it. This is like overwhelming tech. And if you're not a tech head, like if you get overwhelmed by tech, again, remember it is the reason that I'm doing it this way is because I can, one, because I know tech, but two, I want to create the most engaging experience possible for our live event. So when you do show up live with us at, Expand Your Reach during a live training of any kind, that you're getting the best, coolest experience, because what you can learn from that, even if you don't have the same setup, is individual little things that you can implement yourself in a simpler way to create engagement in your own videos, in your own webinars, in your own live events, right? So I want to show you what's possible, but also help you do it simply. That's my goal for you. Hello, I see Einar. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Nira, I see Shark's still here. Let's see. I don't know. I'm not actually, let's see, getting, if I miss questions, let me know, team. But anyway, so that's kind of what's going on there. Multiple cameras coming in here, multiple cameras coming in there. And the difference between these and then like kind of the main set where I can control all cameras on the computer is that I've offloaded the, resources onto these two devices. But I had to plan it out carefully because you can only control or see one camera at a time on each of these two devices that is coming in, straight to here. So I have to be very conscious about what videos do I want to what cameras do I want to have available to me in connection with each other, right? So kind of had to plan that out quite a bit. And I'm sure that as I start using it, I will kind of reshift some things as well. Also have this that's not plugged in currently, but that is another camera that is capable. So that's what let me show you kind of, so at the event, you will have, you will be up here on Zoom. So those of you who registered, you'll be in this monitor and you'll be at the top of that curved monitor. You can see that's a long curved monitor. The chat room will be over there. And then this monitor will serve as things like for my my kind of back end stuff, communication with my team, the timer to keep me on track, the run of show essentially will all kind of be between here and here. And then this is Ecamm, so control that. So there's kind of a lot of information that I pull in. Again, remember, I've been doing this for a very long time and very professional multi-million-dollar productions. And so that's kind of what I build out here is all the capabilities that I have just been trained on over the years and that I love to use during a live event. You don't have to do the same, but I just wanted you to see behind the scenes of what I'm doing so that I can create an incredibly engaging experience for you at the event that isn't just learning for 3 days. Let's not just learn for 3 days. Let's implement, let's have fun doing it, right? Oh, and I have the Abby Cam. I didn't show you the Abby Cam. Well, there's a, oops, sorry. I'm a pro with this, I promise. There's the Abby cam right here. Hi, baby. It was her 16th birthday on Monday. She got a car and everything, a driver's license. If you didn't see my social posts, check that out on Instagram. But her actual Abby cam is right here. And that is pointing down to the ground over there where I will have her bed. Her bed isn't going to actually stay right here. Oh, and as you can see, I have marked my spots for where I stand because this desk isn't, it's kind of like an angle. This whole setup is at an angle, kind of pointing at the background. And you know, you're normally like, you just kind of sit at the middle of the desk, but I'm a little off center from the middle. So that's the middle. And my feet are really a little off center. So I have a tendency to just want to stand in the middle. And so I marked my spot so I always know exactly where I'm supposed to be. Oh, and we also have a demo cam. That will probably become the Cali cam for the event itself. And then my mic is coming off of that same rig right there. So yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put her here. I think that that's gonna be the safest place in the studio. That also just like allows me a camera angle. I think I disassembled it. I was gonna put it on a floor stand so I could kind of move it around wherever she was. She doesn't move around that much in here, so I think I think I'll put her there because that won't be on the main shot cameras anywhere except for behind. I might see behind the scenes, but yeah, she'll have her on. Okay, happy birthday, Pop. Yes. So CK wanted to know what the minus is. Well, you can't have a plus without a minus. Duh. No, this minus is the standing point for this camera. So that for that for that. And don't do that on carpet, and really gaff tape. I'm not looking forward to the results of that, but don't do that on duct tape. Don't use duct tape. This is gaffer tape. This is like video specific tape, which I'll be using for other cables and things like that. Because I am having to route the Ethernet cable all the way from downstairs up here. Got a switcher so I can feed all of the Ethernet, you know, to the different computers up here as well. So we've got a lot going on. But yeah, did you do a video on the camera you just held up? I did a live, yes, last week. I think it was last week, Men's Life. This is the Facebook. No, it's not. This is the Facecam, the Elgato Facecam Pro, 4K, not the Pro, the 4K, the newest one. And it has the ability to add filters to the lens, which is really cool. I'm still kind of playing and testing with it. I'm all consumed by the event right now, so any more information about that won't come until after the event. But that's kind of, but it's an interesting, you know, $200 high quality. Now you can add some filters to get kind of a mood set for your video. It's an interesting one. You can check out last week's live for the kind of like live thing that I did. Awesome. No, so CK, I do have Ethernet up here. However, remember how I was having like kind of a lot of video or like internet issues? And I would stall out on Zoom calls and my internet would buffer, and we had some really weird, when I first moved in here, really weird internet issues. Well, we had Comcast come out, and I'm grateful I got a good person, technician that was willing to spend some time trying to figure out our issues. So I'm very, very grateful for that. This is like the first time in my life I've said anything nice about Comcast. But yeah, Panya, I'm going to answer that question. Absolutely. You might have joined me late. But just to answer the Ethernet question, the cables, he had to replace some of the cables downstairs. He got that good. And the cables going from downstairs to upstairs are so bad that they're causing more problems. So I literally have problems every time I plug into upstairs. So it is what it is. I'm not going to risk it for the event itself. So we have a 100-foot Ethernet cable going all the way from downstairs to upstairs and into this room. All right. So Pena, I'm not, please tell me how to pronounce your name. Is it not overdoing it? Honest question. Yeah. For 99% of people, it's overdone. Absolutely. And I don't even have to do it that way as well. And just to take you fully behind the scenes on why I do what I do, is kind of a couple of things. One, I have been doing video for 20 years. I have experience doing very high pressure situation video, live streams, in multi-million dollar productions. So during that training for me, many, almost 20 years ago, I learned some ways of doing things that I love in a live environment. I love live, I thrive in. And I'm really great at like communication and connection and things like that in a live environment. So I personally, when I'm doing a live event, I want to do the things that allow me to do it the way that I've learned how. But here's the thing. I port that information into a simpler setup and system for you. So my business, I teach you how to do it simply. If you are just getting into video, I have courses and trainings on how to create video simply and professionally. It's not all this, right? It's much more like this setup, right? Or that setup that can really give you the end result without all of the complication. When I'm doing a live event, I have a team who's running my productions. And so we have a lot of information that's being shared behind the scenes. And for that, I need more monitors. I like to split tasks between different monitors. Again, that's my setup. But also just to kind of further answer that question, I also do this stuff for our done for you clients, right? Our one-on-one clients. So I need to showcase both simple and complex, because we actually run live productions for our one-on-one clients, and I build video studios for our one-on-one clients. So I have services and offerings at both ends and spectrums, simple, easy, and higher end, more intensive setups, right? And so for me, that's kind of like I'm showcasing, and once it's all said and done, it's not all said and done. Once it is said and done after the event, I'll get it all fine-tuned and packaged. I will be able to show you very simple, very easy setups, and also, allow myself to show up in a live environment the way I love to. But I can also show you what's possible with that and teach you how to do it simply yourself to get the enhancement, to get the better engagement, to get the higher conversions, right? Things like that. You don't need all of this to get high conversions. You really, truly don't. I've been converting lately on webinars between 33 and 47%. And that is, I'm not even using the majority of this high-tech setup. I'm not to create the environment that people are there for. And so, you can do it with a much, much simpler process. So anyway, hopefully that helps to answer that question. I am going to, so we're like full force into this event. I've got, content in flux. We've got tech in flux. We've got all the prep logistics. Callie and India are arriving on Sunday. So I'm sure that we will be, doing some more behind the scenes as we're getting set up for the event itself. The desks arrived for them. They are going to be going, India will be sitting here right at the edge of this desk. Callie's going in her corner. So she'll be over there, and then we'll be, kind of running around, getting everything ready to go for Wednesday. So if you haven't signed up for, Expand Your Reach yet, now is the time. I will be increasing price of that registration from $97. It'll go up on Saturday evening. And so now would be the time to kind of dive in and commit and put it on your schedule and clear your calendar so that you can create video that is able to feel good to you, feel easy to accomplish, without all the tech setup. You don't even need this. You really don't. You just need your phone. Honestly, you just need your phone, a computer's webcam. Good to go. Let's go. Let's just get it out there. But in a way that's strategic, that is built for conversion. That is what I want for you. Callie's going in the corner. Sorry, Callie. But Pocket Callie might be making a return. So I'm going to set up for that and see if we can make that happen again. So you guys, I appreciate you. I do need to run because I've got to... Pro tip, put your phone on Do Not Disturb when you're live. I was rushing so quickly that I totally forgot to do so. I was like, Callie was like, are we going live or not? Because it's like 3 past the hour. And I was like, whoops, I didn't realize what time it was. So, yes, we have Pocket Callie back. Callie's Cubby Corner sign. Fantastic. Anyway, I forget what I was saying. Oh, yeah, I have to go to the mall and find something to wear for the event. That's part of event life, part of this process of doing events. I just haven't shopped in forever, so I feel like I don't have to. To be clear, I don't have to. I wanted to see if there was anything like fresh that I could feel more confident in. You know what I mean? Like when you've worn all your clothes so often, like I just want to feel a little bit more confident going into the event and standing there for, 8 hours a day with you and making sure that I'm showing up as best for you as possible. So I'm gonna go to the mall soon, unfortunately. Tell me what to wear. Send me pics. All right, you guys. Fresh haircut, fresh new clothes. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I may run screaming I may get into one shop and be like, no, I'm out. No, this is not happening. No, I don't know. I do not love shopping. But if you have suggestions on outfits, send them my way. Be my stylist. All right, you guys. This is where you'll be hanging out with me for 3 days at Expand Your Reach. Again, this is all you need. This is all you need. A laptop, a phone. A phone is all you need. I'm going to disclaimer that to death because you don't have to do what I do. But I do like to showcase the possibilities around all things video. I love you. Can't wait. I'm so excited. Those of you who have registered and those of you who are going to go register right now, EYR.live. And I will hang out with you for 3 days straight and can't wait. All right, let's do video that works, that's easy, and that feels good. Bye. Abs, you gonna say bye? Woo! Bye! Love you, girl.